Dark dirt, light dirt. Oh, I love the light in the desert, especially the early morning light. Today might be a little tougher than usual. We're getting to Mission Creek, which is a section of trail, maybe even 10 miles long, that's mostly washed out. And so there'll be quite a bit of route finding. And the word in the comments is that you should follow the creek bed for miles 226 to 233. And then some other stuff happens that I'm not really sure, and I'm gonna read about that later. How did that part get so flat? I'm going down in elevation, so the sun is set again, and so it's going to rise again for me. Double sunrise today. The sun is set again. There's Mission Creek down there. I'm making sure to appreciate the last of this nice smooth trail. It's break number 1, oatmeal break today. Bone broth is really trendy right now, so I was able to find instant powdered bone broth, which I added to my rice and beans that will be my lunch. This is pretty rare. I got a triple sunrise today. So there's not really any trail. You can tell some places where people have gone before, but you mostly just pick your own way amongst the rocks in the creek bed. It's pretty easy so far. The creek just snakes its way along this valley, and sometimes you'll be walking on one side and it's gonna get closed off and then hop on to the other side. Been choosing kind of the wrong side. That's okay. It's cool. We were walking in kind of a wider wash, and now the little canyon is narrowing. I sat down in this really great, totally shaded area, and then after 2 minutes, the sun got me. What's annoying is that I almost picked well. Here's the shade that is sticking around for a while. This is a better way. There really is no trail. You just kind of pick your way. Sometimes you see footprints in the sand and you're like, oh, people have gone this way. Seems pretty good. So I want to keep going that way. Or cross here. I think I'm going to cross again here. I think there was a river event in 2024 that wiped out the trail and all of the the vegetation. So these are, I think, cottonwoods, and they used to be like 10, 15 feet tall in this whole creek. It's starting to get hot, and so I'm relishing the shade that I can find. Do I follow the creek, but I think it's getting narrow, or do I go up and possibly get cliffed out? I'm gonna go up. I made the right call. I'm back at the creek. Best thing about this section, there's no water carry. I've had 0 water, and now, yeah, I haven't had to carry anything. Break number 3. I'm really enjoying this section because it's tough and unpredictable, and that is something that I couldn't handle in my early recovery. Back then, I was pushing to my absolute limit just to walk for 20 minutes around a grocery store, and if anything unexpected happened, I didn't have the inner reserves to deal with it. So if I suddenly had to walk an extra quarter mile, or there wasn't anywhere to lay down, that was a big, big problem for me. Everything I did had to be so meticulously planned because I was walking a very, very fine line between training and injury. Now, after almost a month of hiking, I have reserves of strength and ability, and if something happens that it's a little harder than I expect, it's okay, I can still do it. It was sort of a constant anxiety every time I went out that something would happen beyond my control that would push me too far and then I'd get injured, which did happen multiple times. But anyway, that anxiety is, I think, fading now. I think this is where I camped before, but the river has changed it so much. Here's break number 4. My shade only lasted about 7 minutes. So, time to hike. It's hot. Very hot. Okay, well, that section was pretty easy. You just follow the creek and stay close to the water for the best track. And this is the first actual navigating you have to do. Don't follow the fork that way, follow the fork this way. Trying to find a flat shaded spot, and there's so many trees in here, but it's trickier than it seems. Oy. Yep. Okay. Okay, now I have a good break spot. Okay, break number 5 was a lot of work, but it's worth it. It's a good spot. These are my absolute favorite for making cold-soaked food taste more interesting. I took a 2-hour nap here and it was really great. Okay, this is where the comments recommend leaving the riverbed and then finding the trail again, which we think is maybe over here to the right. The trail got washed out up here, and then we kind of worked our way down here, and then we thought maybe we can go up here, but one of the hikers said that it just comes right back down to the creek, so we're gonna go back out to the water. Just hauled myself up using that stick. Yep. Yep. We decided we better go to the riverbed, but I did come up here anyways. I think the next 5 or so miles will be like this, with some good trail, and then sometimes the trail gets washed out and you get dumped into the creek and then walk a bit and then come back up. think these are joint firs, but these are the first ones I've seen that have the little flowers. I think I'm off trail. There it is. Break number 6 has normal trail in front of me. Hi. That was fun. I just saw some hikers who I had met yesterday at the Whitewater Preserve, some hikers from the Czech Republic, from the UK, from Miami, and then today I saw them again while we were all figuring out how to get through the washed out trail parts, and I think some of them are camping right back there. Feels good to be climbing a ridge again. Oh, a little out of breath though. Some bits of trail are just a little bit washed out. Not too bad. Sometimes it's better to just go fast on those parts. Okay, I made it to my campsite. There's only a little bit left of the washed out section, maybe a couple miles in the morning tomorrow, and then it'll be clear trail again. And I'm camping with people, so that's fun. A lot of the hikers that I've been seeing throughout the day today and a couple of new ones, so